Welcome to the news. The news headline: Reactions as Obi'S name is boldly written after UK students were told to name all-time good leaders. Thank you for tuning in to today's news. You can subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. The news details. Please listen carefully to the end. Students at a university in the United Kingdom have listed presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, as a good leader. Their lecturer had apparently given them a classwork to mention names of people around the world that they think are examples of good leaders. Former US Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump made the list. Some of the people mentioned include Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, among others. Interestingly, Nigeria's president-elect Bola Tinubu's name and nickname Jagaban also made the list, but they were written in small fonts due to being mentioned few times. The website where these great men were being named as epitomes of good leadership in the poll was displayed with a projector in class, and Peter Obi's name stood out as the boldest on the screen because it was mentioned many times. A snapshot from the class surfaced online, and the projector showed the former Anambra governor's name in the center with a love emoji in between the first and the last name. The name of the ex-Labour Party presidential aspirant, Peter Gregor Obi, was written boldly among the names of all-time good leaders in the UK. The UK students were told to mention good leaders, and they deemed it fit to single-handedly mention Peter Obi so many times. Other names were mentioned in the world. We have Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Obama, Donald Trump, Tinubu, Baubai, Kim Jong-un, Bala Blue, Elon Musk, Kelechi Merkel, and so on, Martin Luther King, and so on. But the name of Peter Obi was written boldly, meaning that a lot of people mentioned Peter Obi during this classwork. Now, a lot of people have commented, Nigerians have commented to this viral fake picture that has surfaced online. Today's students in UK were asked to name a good leader. Guess what? They mentioned the name of Mr. Peter Obi, my principal. INEC can steal a man's mandate, but you can't steal it from our hearts. Another person on Twitter said, "Wow, Peter Obi was mentioned the most," with a love emoji. Jeffrey John Joe said, "To those saying Tinubu's name is there, understand that Peter Obi's name is in bold and in center because many students mentioned it. Tinubu's name is written with tiny fonts because only one or two people mentioned it. In essence, more people rated Obi far above Jagaban." Few days ago, I filed an African-wide leadership form. I was asked who my role model was. That is how I type at Peter Obi. We say the kind of leadership pattern you're giving us, my principal. God bless you again. Nigeria will rise. And someone said, "See me looking for a woman's name." Afonus Josham said, "Tinubu name is showing because someone called it out of joke. You can also see Bala Blue. Among the names, there was Bala Blue written there. At Steve Demis has really changed our country for the better. Let him become our president and we will see the best. He brought integrity, exposed parties' delegates buying, changed the campaigning from corn and money to issues. He took the campaign to the people and gave power back to them. This is quite commendable, but we won't be voting for JLV. Peter Obi can utilize the time between now and 2027 to learn about governance and wean himself of ethno-religious sentiments. A lot of reactions. Meanwhile, Peter Obi recently promised the Nigerians that he will not deceive them like politicians did in the past when trying to get into office. Obi made the promise while addressing party members and supporters during his campaign rally at the Mohammed Dikko Stadium, Katsina. The former governor of Anambra State also vowed to tackle hunger, insecurity, and unemployment. He appealed to the electorate to have faith in him and his party as they are ready to serve the country with all the strength in them. Obi said, "People, through us, have chosen to build a new Nigeria. When we have security, we shall open our borders. Ours is to sack poverty in Nigeria. We cannot fight poverty without opening our borders, but we shall put in place adequate security first. We know you have always been deceived by the people you voted for in the past. We in the Labour Party will not deceive you. We appeal to you to vote for us, and I assure you, we will not deceive you. We shall fight hunger, and we shall fight poverty, and we shall ensure that there is security in Katsina and all parts of the country. We, however, appeal to you to please vote for us to deliver all the good things we have for you. We assure you of our commitment if you vote for us." Now, the Nigerian youths in diaspora, UK, and others have voted for Peter Obi as a man who has integrity, who is a good leader. Looking at what he did during the presidential campaign, how he pulled youth to himself. The youth have seen him as a great leader, a good leader. That is why his name was written boldly. After the UK students were told to name all-time good leaders. What's your view? Share your thoughts with us. Thank you.